You might be taken aback to learn that inadequate food reheating can quietly negatively affect your well-being, especially as you years. Unknown to you, it may hinder the process of breaking down food, increase swelling, and also can influence your recollection and balance. Research regarding the extended duration impact of particular reheated meals on research involving older adults has been documented in various academic publications, like the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, addressing these risks. Warming up leftover food might seem innocuous initially, however, when you proceed, numerous common foods may diminish in their nutritional value or transform into substances that quietly exert pressure, your cardiovascular health, glucose levels, or joints. Systems that are crucial for preserving your vitality and self-sufficiency after reaching 65 years of age. This piece discusses the dietary choices beneficial for older adults should always be avoided for reheating and which ones are safe, along with the appropriate timing. Adequately heated truly transform more robust. And if you stay with me all the way to the end, I'll share with you regarding a typical dish that may be gradually compromising your well-being with every providing assistance. Let's begin by discussing the meals you ought to be warming up when done correctly. They have the potential to enhance your everyday movement, vitality, and recollection. Before we start, I recommend you to press the button and turn on the notification if you haven't done so yet to ensure you don't miss out any additional tailored wellness guidance. Feel free to drop a 1 in the comments if you're a fan this clip. If not, please enter 0 to indicate. Tell me how I can enhance your content. To maximize nutrient intake, older adults should please warm up these 3 items. Initially, oatmeal, a warm embrace for the belly and the intellect. Mornings often present a quiet strength for older adults on the horizon. The later stages of life an opportunity to begin anew once more with care and intention. A cup of warm oats are among the most beneficial foods, exemplifies that essence. Nonetheless, numerous individuals often overlook the importance of warming up. Oatmeal could potentially enhance its benefits instead of reducing them, especially for mature bodies that require nourishment absent tension. A distinctive transformation occurs location after the oats have been prepared and then relaxed. The starches begin to transform structural alterations, forming a type of carbohydrate recognized as resistant starch that is challenging for the small intestine to assimilate. These resilient starches remain whole when warmed again and carry on to support the helpful microorganisms in the improving digestive health, fortifying the gut-boosting functionality management of glucose levels and minimizing inflammation throughout the entire body. This extends past the realm of empirical knowledge. For individuals aged 65 and older, it is truly beneficial. Glucose concentrations become more unpredictable, and digestive issues often experiences a decline as we grow older. Reheated oatmeal offers a reliable source of energy with a low glycemic index that helps maintain emotional balance and concentration, ensuring you stay on track, more sustained by providing energy slowly instead of suddenly. Nonetheless, the benefits are more significant. Beta-glucan, a type of soluble fiber present in oatmeal, is recognized for its ability to reduce levels of LDL cholesterol, thus supporting cardiovascular health wellness. This minor daily practice transforms into a quiet measure of safeguarding for older individuals who may be vulnerable to heart-related issues. Furthermore, oatmeal is inherently gentle and soothing. Abdominal area and endlessly flexible in comparison to numerous morning meal choices that are packed with extra treats or fats that are solid at room temperature. Along with improving the taste, incorporating fresh blueberries, chopped walnuts, or a sprinkle of cinnamon also presents powerful antioxidants. What are the body's innate protective mechanisms against the effects of time on cells? In a more heartfelt manner, the comfort of warmed oats also offers comfort. It is clear, straightforward, and stabilizing figuratively. It's beyond mere sustenance on brisk mornings or when you're feeling exhausted. It's a caring, just a gentle nudge that even small habits can foster a more vibrant day and a more vibrant existence. And it's a thoughtful act of self-respect. Nonetheless, the majority of individuals do not consider this. There aren't many hot meals offer such benefits, but oatmeal strengthens from within. Certain individuals might appear soothing, but when warmed up, they may gradually pose risks, leading to issues that extend beyond the digestive system. They might possess a significant effect on your enduring well-being, articulations, and neural pathways. What is the most effective? What should I warm up next? One that with each mouthful strengthens your structure and boosts your body's defenses. It may be, that the answer is already resting in your refrigerator, just waiting to undergo a change, significant and rejuvenating. Kindly allow, please inform me in the initial comment below if you continue to observe and discover these valuable insights. Let's now examine the point second. 2 servings of vegetable soup, a gentle solution for the spirit joints and defense system. A comforting bowl of vegetable soup provides a profoundly healing experience throughout the tranquil late afternoon hours when the body begins to sense the burden of the years and the light gently diffuses through the openings. Comfort food is not the soul compassionate. It is the knowledge passed down through generations, placed into a bowl. Additionally, reheating vegetable soup is more than just a simple task, simply a sensible choice for seniors individuals, especially those in discussions, the complexities of aging physiques. It is a method of restoring essential elements that slowly build resilience and abundance. A carefully crafted vegetable soup receives more nutrient-rich the following day in comparison to numerous packaged foods. What is the reason? Due to the sturdy nature of the cell walls. Vegetables like sweet potatoes, root vegetables, aromatic herbs and greens. Leafy vegetables begin to break down when they are cooked softly and then permitted to settle, liberating minerals and botanical substances that were not fully accessible during the initial culinary procedure. The broth turns into a focused source of substances that help combat oxidative stress and promote overall health, along with natural compounds found in plants and keeping moisture intact when warmed up. All 3 options that are especially significant for senior individuals. Immune response associated with aging. The decline of bodily functions leads to increased vulnerability, prone to joint stiffness, respiratory infections, and swelling. However, a properly warmed vegetable soup acts as a soothing protection, especially when it is improved using parsley, turmeric, or garlic. While the substances that reduce inflammation initiate their gentle approach to comfort the body from within, the warmth enhances blood flow, slowly expanding circulatory system and soothing spice limbs. Soup is a comforting a meal that is easy to digest and does not intensify the perceptions it is for individuals who possess difficulties with appetite. A frequent issue encountered among senior individuals, especially during times when consuming food feels like a hassle. It's not severe. Steadiness and kindness offer support without demanding exertion, promoting the preservation of power, hydration, and nutritional intake. Attention should also be directed towards emotional support. Meticulously crafted and intentionally warmed, a pot of broth brings to mind the charm of past culinary spaces, family gatherings, and more straightforward times when nourishment was more than just sustenance. Each spoonful signifies a revival of something soothing and recognizable, a moment away from the busy world to look after oneself in the simplest ways approach. Furthermore, broth involves the integration of therapeutic plants and nutrient-dense produce abundant in essential elements, utilizing strong seasonings or rich oils, which is advantageous for individuals with elevated blood levels, stress joint inflammation, or inadequate digestion. It is a type of nourishment that is compassionate, nurturing, and understanding, and it adjusts to the body's evolving needs. Nonetheless, what if we informed you that when appropriately heated, the usual staple beside the soup dish could be gently strengthening your skeletal structure and supporting your cardiovascular health? At what time adequately heated the subsequent meal, which far too many older adults overlook, may demonstrate to be your most valuable supporter in the struggle against frailty. 3 brown rice serves as a subtle foundation for longevity, cardiovascular wellness, and vitality. Straightforward nourishment, tranquility, stability, and resilience. Each possesses a unique insight. In the midst of this, brown rice is modest and often neglected in preference for additional colorful meals. Nevertheless, when warmed up, This simple grain can offer older adults with something significantly greater, more important than taste. Each movement, each pulse, and every autonomous the moment is sustained by its gradual intensity, resilient support, and framework. The layers that are inherent sources of dietary fiber, B vitamins and magnesium and selenium, essential elements for the aging the body urgently requires, are held in brown rice compared to white rice. Similar to oatmeal, brown rice evolves starch that remains unchanged after cooking and then relaxed. The elegance, however, lies in what comes next. Correctly warming up meals either by applying gentle heat or mixing it with a bit of water creates these simple carbohydrates that are easily digestible and provides a steady flow of energy without strain the pancreas or increasing blood glucose levels. This is an important aspect for older individuals who are handling cardiovascular health condition type 2 diabetes or gradual digestion. Brown rice that has been reheating aids in maintaining steady energy levels during the day, steering clear of the fatigue and weariness that occur so often, take away daily tasks from their joy. Furthermore, it supports digestive health, supporting beneficial microorganisms that manage inflammation, emotional state, and defense system. Magnesium, which is abundant in brown rice and often diminished in elderly individuals, is crucial for nerve mechanism, circulatory system management, and muscle relaxation. It is especially crucial during nighttime when unease arises and leg cramps can interfere with restful sleep. Reheated rice transforms into something beyond a dish with every comforting portion. It appears into a method of internal enhancing soothing and balancing the maturing physique. Next, we have the emotional significance of rice, its connection with warmth, togetherness, meetings, and the scent of comfort. Ease isn't the only reason to heated rice from yesterday. It's a comeback to a habit, a small act of compassion that lets the body understand it remains active, nurtured, resilient, and thriving. The finest, the aspect is that brown rice aligns with the senior kitchen with comfort for a rich in nutrients, easy to digest, and an exceptionally rewarding meal. Blend it with legumes, tender produce, or a drizzle of olive oil. It transforms into a reliable, flexible cornerstone for individuals who struggle with complex meal preparation, functioning as a tangible and symbolic foundation for healthy aging. As brown rice slowly elevates our energy levels, not every warmed dish produces identical results. In reality, some beloved dishes might uncover the very organs they once comforted when warmed up again. What if the meal you heat up next time is gently affecting your nerves, cardiac function, and potentially cognitive recall? Who you are on the verge of discovering something that could have lasting effects, your viewpoint on remnants. Older adults should avoid reheating these 3 items. 1. Prepared fungi, the concealed concern lurking beneath the surface. Mushrooms are a wholesome and natural nourishment that connects us to the earth, to the environment, to something timeless and foundational. Due to they are low in fat, high in beneficial compounds that are gentle on digestion, when freshly prepared mushrooms appear as a beneficial choice for numerous older adults. Nonetheless, there exists a lesser-known truth hidden beneath their smooth surface. A nutritious evening meal can be quietly compromised by warming up previously prepared mushrooms, particularly as the body becomes increasingly fragile with years. The intricate proteins and the compounds present in mushrooms are beneficial when they are new, but also delicate and prone to alteration upon exposure to heat. These proteins modify in terms of structure during the initial preparation of mushrooms, which aids digestive health. Nonetheless, the identical proteins may experience an additional altered condition when stored in a cool environment and subsequently warmed up, transforming into materials that the body might not be capable of functioning correctly manage. A person who is less experienced may not pay attention to this. Nonetheless, it may lead to unease, swelling, and even queasiness in older individuals whose digestive sensitivity is elevated and their digestive enzymes are decreased. What we often overlook immediate action is the real danger. Microorganisms such as Clostridium botulinum or Listeria can quietly develop in mushrooms that have been cooked in a pan butter or oil and then allowed to sit at room temperature sustained over a prolonged duration of time if they are not stored correctly or warmed gently at low temperatures. The harm initiated by these microorganisms could commence silently disturbing the gastrointestinal system or even causing damage to the nervous system in vulnerable older individuals. They do not typically present with clear indications promptly depart. You may not feel unease or illness accurately absent due to this apparently minor mistake. Nonetheless, it builds up. It may present as ongoing fatigue, ongoing discomfort in the stomach, or a midday that is filled with unease rather than serenity. At a point in life when every bit of strength matters, it could even present as a weakened immune reaction. Additionally, when mushrooms are cooked, a segment of their beneficial elements is disoriented. Your immune systems are once up. The effectiveness of antioxidants diminishes, offering minimal defense against oxidative stress and inflammation, which will naturally increase as one gets older. The meal you're left with flavors that feel known, yet it no longer fulfills your requirements. It might appear seems like a safe method to warm up fungi, particularly within a community that praises ease of access. Nonetheless, it's a practice that is beneficial, stopping for older adults who are committed to maintaining their ability to move and recall information and wellness. Rather than turning into a remnants that remain on the stove or in the appliance for an extended period, allow mushrooms are a delight that is appreciated when they are performing at their highest level. However, what regarding what's another beloved choice in the kitchen, something clear sharp and frequently considered as harmless? What if a seemingly harmless vegetables were causing subtle joint issues, swelling, and affecting the balance of your progress? You may find it unexpected that the reply. Please inform me in the please respond below if you are still available, observing and uncovering these insights. Beneficial. Let's now address point number 2. 2 eggs, please. The delicate shift from nourishment to harm. A significant number of individuals hold the belief that eggs are considered to be very nutritious and the most comprehensive foods accessible. Individuals represent clarity, balance, and nourishment. A renowned morning spread essential from the past ages. Eggs offer older adults with premium protein and essential minerals such as vitamin D and choline, which are essential for robust bones and overall wellness cognitive function. However, there is a lesser known. Here is a fact. Eggs experience a decline alteration in characteristics upon being reheated. Eggs are safe, easily digested, and nutritious. Extremely beneficial when made for the initial occasion. Nonetheless, the proteins they possess begin to change in manners that aren't essentially advantageous for the elderly digestive system after they have cooled and are kept even for just a single evening. The proteins in cooked eggs become firm and rearrange when they are warmed up, especially in a microwave or at elevated temperatures pan. This complicates matters further to process and enhances the probability that elderly individuals will possess discomfort, distress, or swelling. The advancement of possibly hazardous. The presence of chemicals raises greater concerns. Warming up eggs, especially those that have been cooked in oils, may lead to the fats and cholesterol to undergo oxidation, creating substances that worsen damage to blood vessels and swelling. These risks are not just theoretical. These are scientific truths, particularly for senior individuals who are already managing cardiovascular conditions and elevated blood pressure, elevated levels, or high cholesterol. It seems you are seeking assistance. Might not immediately incur the cost. This might be an unsettled stomach that persists throughout the day, a lethargy that encourages increased movement gradually, or a haze that complicates to maintain clarity of thought. The burden builds up gradually, increasing cholesterol levels, mild swelling, and a weakened the digestive system operates quietly. Outcomes of the well-meaning practice of warming up eggs from the day before. It's a small, apparently harmless action. However, heating eggs is an unnecessary pressure on a body that has truly deserved its gentle touch. previously intended to enhance your strength and protect the nutrients, could potentially affect your mind, can be detrimental if not addressed recklessly after preparing a meal. Eggs may be appreciated in more secure manners. Take them in while they remain new, certainly ready. When taken right away after undergoing boiling or poaching, they offer remarkable wellness benefits. However, resist the urge to delay them. Dish by meal, what seems to be ease could gradually diminish your energy. Nonetheless, there are additional comforting dishes along with unforeseen outcomes as well of them. Another matter which can be debated the most favored in American homes is even more hazardous to reheat. It might feel like a familiar embrace, gentle comforting, and well known. However, beneath its golden, the outside serves as a metabolic snare that can affect cognitive sharpness, reduce heart rate, and diminish your leg strength. Before you take another bite, you'll want to be informed about the reality. 3 pale tubers, the reassurance that quietly deceives. White potatoes evoke cherished memories for numerous elderly individuals, festive gatherings, weekend gatherings, and loved ones' meals. When the creamy side dish was compassionately cared for, they are comfortable, renowned, and deeply interconnected in American culture. Nonetheless, reheating white potatoes can transform a beloved dish that brings solace risk for older individuals, especially those who are trying to safeguard their cardiovascular system, blood flow, and equilibrium. Recently prepared white potatoes already possess an elevated glycemic index. This suggests that they quickly transform into sugars, leading to sudden spikes in glucose levels. Nonetheless, the arrangement of their starch changes when they are prepared, chilled, and then warmed up again, especially in butter ointment or lotion. This alteration may lead to a decline, insulin resistance, and its origins reactions that cause inflammation affecting the circulatory pathways, neural pathways, and even the mind, rather than assisting the body. Older adults face heightened vulnerability as the passage of time gradually diminishes the body's awareness of fluctuations in glucose levels, alongside playing a role in long-term swelling, which has been linked to everything from joint stiffness to cognitive decline. Reheated potatoes may lead to fatigue after eating and experiencing a tingling sensation in the legs and feet. Uninformed that elevated temperatures can produce harmful substances such as bisphenol A into the ingredients elements recognized to interfere hormone equilibrium and cardiovascular wellness. Numerous older adults also warm up potato-based dishes in plastic receptacles. The result? It may be that something typically benign, the plate of leftovers, is creating significantly more harm than benefit. You incur a modest yet notable cost. Following your meal, you may experience an increased level of fatigue, unaware that the reheated potatoes were the cause of your fatigue. Without identifying the true source of your plate, you might notice heightened sensations in your feet or rigidity in your knees, and link it to the natural process of getting older. These small daily instances accumulate over time. Over time, diminished muscle control, elevated blood pressure, inadequate blood flow, and a prolonged recuperation from illness or injury. Even more disheartening, the reality that white potatoes offer minimal protection. They lack the substances that may neutralize their impacts, in contrast to sweet potatoes or other lively root, nutrient-rich produce. Indeed, they fulfill the abdomen, yet they fail to enhance the physical form. They soothe the palate while gently placing a burden on the system that the elderly need protection. Customs and comfort are delightful aspects. However, as we age, it becomes essential to understand how to differentiate between nutritional safety and support and reassurance. Make a knowledgeable decision. Let potatoes take on a part in your past rather than your present healing. The larger truth that not everything in the refrigerator is important. An opportunity for renewal now comes into focus as we take these subtle threats into account hidden within our remnants. What are the ways to older adults tend to choose healthier food options, recover their nourishment, vitality, and autonomy? The answer begins with gentle, nurturing actions leading to understanding instead of dread. Every meal is a choice, one bite at a time. Prioritize your well-being. The choices we transform at the dinner table into becoming more crucial as we age. Warming up food might appear straightforward routine activity, yet for older adults, it may gently shape our autonomy, well-being, and wellness. Comprehension which meals are best left unheated and which, when adequately heated, can encourage your well-being encompasses more than just basic nutrition assistance. It's a method of tribute self. In reality, considerable significant alterations are not required for maintaining wellness as one grows older. It originates from minimal, consistent decisions regarding how we care for our leftovers, how we honor our digestive health, framework, and how we protect well-being of our vital organs, cognitive functions, and mobility with each nourishment. Warming up healthy meals like nutritious grains, comforting oatmeal, or robust soups do more than just fulfill your appetite. It conveys messages to your body that you continue to show concern and appreciate existence. Furthermore, you develop a deeper connection with liberation comes when you let go of detrimental behaviors such as reheating white potatoes, eggs, or fungi. Relief from fatigue, unease, and avoidable wellness issues that often take away subsequent years of their joy. Convenience may entail a minor yet lasting expense. Nonetheless, understanding provides an even greater advantage. More effective measures, enhanced digestion, enhanced cognitive focus, and maybe most importantly, a sense of empowerment. Take charge of your well-being no matter your age. Thus remember that not everything you have deserves another look opportunity when you access your refrigerator the day after today. Select the items that will support you. Deliberately warm up and embrace this stage of life with the quiet strength that arises from understanding instead of impulses. Because ultimately, the day each nourishing meal is more than truly a source of solace. It's a choice to protect your future one bite at a duration. The aim of these presentations is to motivate you to embrace life fully complete and most authentic. I would be pleased to receive your message at this time. Consider for a moment, then share one detail you've discovered that you wish to apply in your own existence. On this journey of embracing these, let's support each other through the challenges we face. If this video was enjoyable for you, please provide a comment with one. If not, feel free to utilize 0 in your comment. Your feedback holds significant value to us. In regard to for additional content of this nature, please keep in mind to join our YouTube channel and show your support by liking our content and distribute our videos. Your support means a lot to me. Observing and celebrating the journey of life as you deem appropriate.